In today's Framer Fridays video, I'm going to give you a step-by-step walkthrough of how you can create this fixed footer elements for your website in Framer, all without writing a single line of code.
Okay, let's go.
So to begin, I'm just going to start a new page and then utilize one of the inbuilt templates provided by Framer. Okay, so this is how the website looks. Let's preview it. Now we see there's a footer, there's a sub footer with a sign up and everything. Let me delete the footer itself and then we'll use this as our footer. Right, so yeah, this is what we want to make fixed. Right, so to make footer fix or any elements fix on a screen in terms of the sections, right, and get this desired effect, one thing you need to know is that there has to be an empty space. Let me use this design to demonstrate. There has to be an empty space, as you can see somewhere here. Right, that is the exact same height as the section you want to make fixed. Right, so that's one of the most important things to note. So to do that here, let's just duplicate this and delete the content here. And also there's a fill in there, so let's just delete that one as well. And let's preview this. Okay, so yeah, that's essentially what we need to begin. So now that we have that, we then need to basically change the position of this thing that we want to use as a footer from relative here to fixed. So I do that and yeah, it's now fixed. So with it being fixed, now we need to move it into the viewport. Right, so essentially the viewport is what you see on your screen when you're browsing your website at any given point. So if you preview this, what you see now is the viewport. So whilst you scroll, you see that the content or elements come and in and go out of the viewport. Right, so that's essentially what the viewport is. For this effect to work, we need to move this footer into the viewport. And to do that, I'm just going to use the alignment tools at the top here and say I want to align this at the bottom because we want it to be fixed at the bottom. Right, let's preview it one more time. So you see it is fixed at all times, right, when you're scrolling. Okay, so now the next step is to move this footer here to go behind all the sections that we have on the screen. So to do that, you basically need to add something that is called a z-index. So a z-index is basically the hierarchy in terms of how content is overlaid on top of each other. So the higher the z-index, the higher the content will be in terms of the stuff that is overlaid on it. Right, so that's essentially like what the summary of what a z-index is. So I'm just going to increase the z-index of every section here. To add that, you go to styles and you click on z-index and you just increase it. Right, and you notice, yeah, this has gone behind it, but this section doesn't have a fill. So I'm just going to add a fill and then it hides the footer behind that. Okay, so I'm just going to do the same for all the other sections as well. Just add a z-index of 3 and the bits that require fill to be added, I just add a white fill and yeah, we should be good. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's preview and see how it looks. So you see as I scroll, this bit is fixed at the bottom. Right, I mean we can further make it even more visible by adding like a slight shadow there. So to do that, just select this FAQ section and go to styles. You see the shadow and then yeah, we can just add a simple shadow, nothing too much. I'll just use the default one and then we can start scrolling and then we'll see that with a shadow it makes it look even better. So essentially that's it for this video. This is how you can create a fixed footer for your website using Framer without writing a single line of code. And there are more ways you can play around with this technique, right? So something like this, you can have something like this where, I mean, as you scroll, you have stuff in the background and moving and all that. So like, I mean, once you have a fair idea of how to use this technique, you can apply it in multiple ways and more creative ways that are not even just a footer. I mean, so let me know how you go about this. If you create anything new, you can just tag me on social media, the design Sam, THEDSJ and SAM, and I'll be happy to reshare them. But yeah, there'll also be a remix link to this file in the description, so just use it and play around with it and let me see what you create. My name is Samuel Alote. Catch you next time.